Good morning. Good morning. We're going to get started here. Our guest of honor just arrived. And before I introduce him, I want to recognize some people here. Buffalo Creek behind me is a wonderful story from a fisheries perspective. They've put over $1.4 million in this stream in mitigation monies. Secretary Ward here today, but a lot of it been possible because of the Watershed Association. So I'd like to invite Perry Harvey up here, and he's going to introduce the members and say a few words about them, and then I'll introduce this special person behind me.
Thank you very much. My name's Perry Harvey, and I lived on Buffalo Creek all my life. And at this time, what I'd like to do is I'd like to introduce the fellows on the Buffalo Creek Watershed Board. We got Eddie Tackett. We got Arthur Brunning, Eddie Snaggins, Doug Lusk, Johnny Doss, and myself, Perry Harvey. We take a lot of pride in what we've done on this creek. As everybody knows, this is the 49th anniversary of the Buffalo Creek flood, and I live where I live at now, and by the grace of God, it looked about an inch getting in my house, but the bridge washed out and took all the water away from my house, and thank the good Lord up above for that. But we lost 125 of our neighbors, and we got a memorial up here that we're going to go to, and Elizabeth Tackett is president of the Lions Club, and she's got a wreath, and we're going to ask the governor to put the wreath on her and say a few words up there if you would like to. Other than that, I'll say something when we get up there at the memorial about some of the guests we got here today. And Governor Justice, we really appreciate you coming down here, and we want to invite you to come to our fish day on April the 5th, first day of spring break, and we give away 125 fishing rod and reels, and we give away fishing tackle and bait for the kids 14 and under. So we would love for you to be able to work that into your schedule. And we got a room up there that we can social district and people wear their mask, and it'll be a great time. We usually have 400 or 500 people there at one time. So with that, I'm going to turn it over back to the DNR director, and then, like I say, I'll say a few words when we get up there to the memorial.
Thank you, Mr. Harvey. Governor, I've had the opportunity to go up to that event with the kids, and it's really something. So, well, again, I want to thank everyone for coming out today. You know, we're here remembering that tragic day 49 years ago, and the governor wanted us to come down and do something special today, and so we brought a big stock truck up here, and of course, whenever he's involved, he said, whatever you're bringing, however many fish you're bringing in, it ain't enough. So we fill that truck up to the brim today. But the governor's going to talk to you a little bit about that. And before I introduce him, I want to let you all know, you know, he loves fishing and hunting. I mean, that's just who he is. And he has been the biggest supporter of the West Virginia DNR as far as the governor goes in decades. And because of his direction, we're currently on a $30 million hatchery renovation program. And today, we're going to be talking about some special things that we're going to be doing not only here as far as increasing the number of fish put in, but statewide. But with that, I want to introduce Governor Jim Justice of the great state of.
Well, listen, you know, 49 years goes really fast, does it not? And yet, in a lot of ways, I'm sure it goes really slow too. Because, you know, one time there was right at 5,000 people living up this wonderful hollow that I would call. And We lost 125 and well over 1,100 that were injured. It's amazing. It is absolutely amazing. And through that 49 years, I can remember it like it was just yesterday, and I'm sure you can too. A tragedy beyond belief. And all the work now that's gone in with great commissioners and all the folks here and the watershed people and everybody, and Harold, with our, leading the charge with our DEP and all the different things, dignitaries, and I'll miss a bunch. But with that, if you just step back and just think about West Virginia and West Virginians and the way we respond, people give me a hard time because I don't speak from notes or a teleprompter or whatever. I just speak to you from my heart, and I try to tell you the truth. Sometimes it's hard being completely transparent to tell people really the truth, but I always know that West Virginians just want to hear just that. Now, let me step back and tell you something, and I always say this in jest, but in calculating how to come here today, Lord of mercy, this is my roots. I grew up in southern West Virginia, and my life in almost many west of coal, and this is me. So I had this all down pat. I was going to come from Lewisburg to Beckley, come across Bolt Mountain, across 99 down through Copperston into Oceana, and right on down. Even I knew that we were going to have construction along the way, and we would have, some delays there and everything else. But the one thing I didn't factor in is when I got to Ban, up to the high school on the other end, that the state police, my trooper, my captain, would pull in front of me and say, I got this, I'm going to take you right where we need to go. And 20 minutes later, we were so lost as the ball in high weeds and everything, so I did not factor in my state police today. Other than that, I had it all down pat, so I apologize for being late. But let me tell you, I congratulate you on every way in the world. Our great DNR director, the great hatchery work that's going on, it is amazing the good stuff that is happening right with our great DNR and all the good stuff that we're doing from the standpoint of our fisheries and all the wonderful stuff we're doing in regard to the nature in this unbelievable state and the ability to bring people here with tourism and hunt, fish, do all the great things that all of us love. And so with all of that, all I can do is stand back and say, they needed a little bit of a coach, or they needed a little bit of a nudging. And sometimes I can nudge really hard, but I am telling you, they are doing phenomenal work, and I thank all of y'all. All the commissioners. I thank everybody for all the goodness that's happening here. We got a great leader, the man Harold. We got so many good things happening right here today in West Virginia, but we want to always step back and remember all those wonderful folks we lost, and all those that lost everything they had, and all those that were injured, and just what a day. When they brought this up to me, and they said, Governor, would you like to go down there and everything? I said, are you kidding me? So, I hate you guys had to wait on me and everything, but when in doubt, blame it on the state police. That's all there is to it. So thank you. I love you.
Thank you, Governor. I want to direct. We've got several of our officers here today, but also have several of our hatchery folks here, and they've been doing such a great. We wanted to announce today, Governor, we are going to be increasing substantially the number of fish we're putting in waters in West Virginia. Buffalo Creek alone will get several hundred additional pounds this year because of the outstanding work that we're getting done at our hatcheries. We're going to stock over 1.2 million fish this year. And also, Governor, because of the wonderful work these folks have done, we're also going to be increasing the number of rainbow trout fingerlings that we're putting in. And here in about a week, we're going to be bringing several thousand rainbow trout fingerlings and put them in this stream as well because it's holding fish year round. So with that,
I got to say just this. You know, the rainbow trout fingerling, I mean, think about that. That gives us year-round fishing, does it not? I mean, the idea of the way, I hate to say it, but the way we used to do a lot of this was drive up to 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 holes and throw all the fish out. And before we spun around three times, the fish were gone. We don't want that to happen. I mean, really and truly, so we've initiated a program, and Steve is working it, I know, as hard as he possibly can, to where we spread the fish out, and we elongate and get our anglers and all the people that are, you know, having an opportunity to fish. That's just great stuff. And what he's done with, you know, our native brook trout stuff across the state is unbelievable. Unbelievable what all's going on. So that just makes us more appealing for people to come. And that's what we want. We want people to come. At the end of the day, you know, there's lots and lots of stuff. I'm not going to get into all the weeds and details, but I'm trying to push the legislature into something that will absolutely drive tourism and absolute economic development to this area beyond belief, in trying to come up with a way that we can make everybody come up with net money in their pockets and get rid of our state income tax. It's a really important thing. But anyway, thank y'all so much.
well, that was the final thing I was going to say. The truck that you all are leaning against there, I brought 2 of them down today. If you'll notice, that's the Governor's Trout Stocking Initiative truck. Last year, we had to spend that program because of the pandemic, but I wanted to announce today, Governor, starting next week, we'll have 4 guys in each one of those trucks following the big trucks, and we'll be spreading them out just like we ordered us to do. So with that, we've got a bunch of fish down here. Invite the governor to come down and stock some trout, and then I think he's going to go up and lay the wreath at the memorial. So thank you all.